Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. There is something going on that is going to cause Humza Yousaf and the SNP an awful lot of grief. And we're going to have a look at it. But I think that there is some spurious sort of manoeuvrings going on with regards to what's happening. Now, this issue is one of equal pay between men and women. Now, of course, equal pay has been around for a long time, and anyone who pays a man more than a woman, or the other way round, I suppose, for doing the same job would be in breach of the law. And so it hasn't happened. However, this isn't stopping the unions from getting a bit uppity about something and saying that it's wrong that women are paid this rate and men are paid that rate as an average. And they are up in arms about it. They're looking like there's 3 different council areas that are going to have equal pay strikes. But as we look at it, you'll see that it's actually not really an issue. I think it's just the unions getting a bit shirty. But regardless of what it is, it's certainly going to cause Humza headaches. And so that is no bad thing. Let's take a look to see why he's going to fail again, because he always does. Here goes. So again, this is the Holyrood magazine. Let me just pull that across so we're easy to read. There we go. So First Minister is asked to intervene as a whole trio of councils are hit by equal pay strikes. Now, that's only a headline, but when you go into this, you'll see it's not quite what it appears. GMB Scotland General Secretary Louise Gilmore has asked First Minister Humza Yousaf to help set up an independent body to deal with equal pay claims as staff prepare to walk out across 3 local authority areas. Home care workers in Falkirk are beginning 4 days of action in a dispute over levels of pay between male and female employees, with their counterparts in West Dunbartonshire and Renfrewshire planning to take similar action next week. Now, we'll just stop there and say this. If any council has got a job that is done by both men and women, and they're paying men more money than the women for doing the same job, then obviously, as I said, that is a crime. It's not allowed, and it is most definitely not happening. But that's not what this claim is about. All councils have been hit with equal pay claims over the past decade after historically paying less for roles, and this is the line, that are typically done by women, such as cleaning and caring, than they did for roles dominated by men, such as operating bin lorries. Here's the thing, they're not the same job. Now, if a man was doing, say, the cleaning and caring role alongside a woman, they would both be paid the same. And if a woman started operating on the bins with the men, she would be paid the same. But cleaning and caring is not the same role as a bin man. In the same way as, let's say, being an office manager is not the same role as being the office junior. And if you've got an office manager as a man and an office junior as a woman, are you going to pay the office junior who's just come in out of school the same as the man, simply because you don't want to have the men and women earning different money, even though the man is in a position of authority and the woman isn't, or the man has been there much longer, or the man is more qualified? It's not therefore a question of sex, it's a question of differential of role. And this is where Humza Yousaf is going to have the major headache, because he will not be able to put this across in such a way as to say, well, yes, you actually have got equality of pay. Any woman working on the bins would earn the same as a man. It's just that women choose not to go and work on the bins. That's not strictly true, because where I live, there is a woman who works on the bins. See her all the time. Well, I say all the time. See her once a week. Every Tuesday morning, put my bin out. 10 minutes later, I come. Clunk, 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 and there she is. See her all the time. So I know for a fact that she will be earning the same as the men on that route. I also know the fact that the driver earns slightly more. skilled job, you see. But again, the driving job is not the same as the picking up the bins and putting it on the back of the lorry job. Different job, different skill set, different pay. How the hell is Hamza Yousaf, a man of very limited intellectual ability, going to deal with this? It's going to go tits up, isn't it, Hamza? It's all going to go quite wrong and you're going to be looking stupid. Again. In 2022, Glasgow City Council agreed to pay £770 million to settle its long-running dispute with 19,000 current and former staff members. With the authorities selling the landmark buildings, including Kelvin Grove Museum and art galleries and the City Chambers, to fund the payment. Speaking to BBC Scotland, Gilmore said she had written to the First Minister, who's been campaigning in the Highlands and Islands this week, urging him to support the creation of a nationwide body to oversee claims because councils are approaching equal pay claims like the Titanic approaching the iceberg. The scale of these claims are unimaginable for local authorities, already being forced to cut services, she said. Women who've been underpaid for far too long will still win these claims, however, and unless that process is properly managed now, the impact on our councils and communities they serve will be disastrous. What are they winning? If you've got a role that is predominantly women because that's the role that women choose to go into, and let's say it involves sitting in an office, nice and warm, drinking tea all day, and then you have a role that is predominantly masculine because it involves, say, going out on the streets and doing physical exercise and so forth all day, come winter, come summer, whatever. They can't possibly be seen as the same role. And where you have different roles and different skill sets, you're going to earn different rates. Now, any woman doing a role that, with men is going to earn the same, and so forth. But you choose your roles. No one forces the women to do these roles. No one forces the men to do the roles. They choose themselves. There is no restriction. Woman applies to the council. Do you have any jobs? Well, yeah, we've got a job on the bin. Oh, I don't want to do that. If she wanted to do the bin job, she could do the bin job. Not hard, is it? Anyway, a spokesman for Falkirk Council said the authority was committed to upholding equal pay in line with law, adding it continues to engage with the GMB colleagues to resolve this matter and minimise disruption for those in need of care and support at home services. One of the big problems that was once pointed out was why is the world of computing so male dominated? And this was a genuine thing that came up, and it was a study, a university study. Why is the world of computing so male dominated? And they said, well, no one's actively stopping women from doing it. Nobody wants to stop women from learning these things or going into these positions. And they looked at it and they found that there was a medical reason. This is genuinely true. Autism affects boys more than it affects girls. And trust me, you go into the world of accountancy and computing, and there's an awful lot of people on the spectrum in there. And since people on the spectrum are predominantly male, because it affects men more than women, that is why there's more men in accountancy and computers, programming, games, things, all this. Anything that you have to be on the spectrum for to do well at, it's men. No one's stopping women. It's just the mental processes. Very weird. Anyway, we shall round off there. We shall come up. We shall finish. So what do we all think then? Is this problem going to go away? Is Hamza going to come in like Superman, flying in, stand back, this is a job for Super Hamza, and then he sits there and immediately solves the problem? Or is he just going to sit there, and ah, chew his own teeth, I don't know what I'm doing, and make a complete pig's ear of it? I'm going with the pig's ear. What about you? Let me know in the comments. Pig's ear or success? It's already a foregone conclusion, isn't it? I'll stop there. Thank you very much for watching. Do please hit the subscribe button. We're getting very close again. We're going to about to hit the 30,500. It's always nice to hit 500. Is nice. Moves you into the second half then, doesn't it? So do hit the subscribe button. Ring the bell. Leave a like. Leave a comment. Please share the video. And I will speak to you later. Bye.